So back in like late 2016, the Nike HyperAdapt 1.0 released, and this is a shoe I've always wanted. I always thought it was a really cool concept. The self-lacing is just really cool in my opinion, and the design of these is also one of my favorites. I just think these look super cool, so I've always wanted a pair, but there's a couple reasons why I was never able to get them. One, I was a broke high school student, so didn't really have money to afford these, and the second reason was the retail on them was $700. So being a broke high school student, you definitely cannot afford $700 shoes. And the third reason was they were pretty limited. So even if I was able to afford them, I just probably wouldn't be able to touch a pair just because of how limited they were. And I'd probably have to pay resale for them. And if I can't afford $700, I definitely can't afford what the resale price would have been. And I can't remember what these would resell for back in the day. So if you do know, please leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. Now it's like 3 years later, and just recently I was finally able to get a pair. So super excited. I got these for about a third of what the retail price was back in the day, so got these for a steal in my opinion. So today I'm going to show you a quick look at these, just show you how they work and see how they hold up in 2020. So before I get into it, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And now let's get right into it. So I'm going to start off with the box that these came in, and as you can see, it says Nike HyperAdapt on the front, and this is a huge ass box. So here's the box for my Paul Georges. As you can see, the box is like double the size of that, so it's a huge box, so you'll see why in a minute. And here's the size tag, Nike HyperAdapt 1.0, size 13, and I got them in the black, university red, and white colorway. And the box is pretty simple. It has a little baby swoosh right here, and then another little baby swoosh on the other side, and that's pretty much it for the box. So now I'm going to open these up, show you what's inside the box, so let's get right into it. Alright, so in the box what you'll find is the two shoes, so I'm going to take those out in a second, but first I'm going to get into the other mini box that comes in these. So this slides right out, as you can see, and inside this box you will find the charging cables. So here's what those look like. They fit magnetically to the bottom of the shoe, and there's a little power brick right here, and there's some wording on the box. This is just for the manual in case you don't know how these work. So that's the website you go to and you can download the manual. So that's it for the accessories that come with the box. So now here's what you've been waiting for. Now on to the shoes. Alright, so here are the Nike HyperAdapts that I got. I got these in the red Lagoon colorway. I think that's what they're called. It's a really simple colorway. All it is a black upper, white sole, and the red swoosh. But I think these are really sick. Black and red is one of my favorite color combinations. So definitely one of my favorite colorways of the Nike HyperAdapts. The other one that I'm a huge fan of is the red habanero one. I think that's what that's called. I'll flash a picture of it if you don't know what it looks like, but that's one of my other favorite colorways. But I don't think I've ever found a pair for sale in my size for like a decent price, so I just kind of gave up on those. But I was able to find these for a really good price, so you know how to pull the trigger. These are so sick in my opinion. Look at that design, you just can't go wrong with it. I think it looks really cool. Like, even if these didn't self-lace, I could honestly see myself buying these. I'm just a huge fan of the design, just how it looks. It just looks so cool in my opinion. So just gonna give you guys a quick rundown of the shoe. The upper of it is pretty weird. It's like this woven material, and there isn't really much stretch or anything to it. It's not really breathable either, so probably won't be wearing these if it's really hot outside because my feet would sweat a lot in them. So one of the downsides of this upper, but still it's really cool. It feels really nice quality. And another feature is the black heel counter in the back, and this does have LED lights, which you'll see later when I put them on. And also on the upper, there's these white strands that go up from the midsole all the way up to where the laces are, and I guess this kind of looks like fly wire, but has no purpose. It's just design. And the swoosh has like a waffle pattern to it, and it's all in red, so I think that's really cool. And moving on to the tongue, it says Earl, and then on the other pair, it just has a red Nike swoosh. So different tongues. I kind of wish they either put Earl on both shoes or the black Nike swoosh. I don't really like when they do two different tongues. So that's just like a little personal preference of mine. Maybe you like it. And then the laces are like Chinese finger traps, and they're see-through to where you can see the little wire that tightens the shoe. So I'll show you how that works in a minute. And there's 6 of them. A couple of them I don't think do anything. Only a few of them actually tighten and loosen up. So you'll see that, like I said, you'll see that once I put them on. The midsole is a complete white foam, and then the traction pattern looks kind of like a herringbone type pattern, but a little bit different, but it has black rubber, and you can also see where the charger attaches, and it says MT squared. I don't know what that means, so if you do, please leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. So that's it for the close-up portion of the review. Now I'm gonna show you how they work, and then after that I'll throw them on feet, so make sure to stay tuned for that. So let's get right into it. All right, so how these work is there's 2 buttons on the outer sides of the shoe, and they are marked with these 2 arrows, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there's one right here, and then there's another one right here. This one unlaces the shoes, and then this one laces the shoes, so as soon as you touch them, the shoes light up, and they'll start lacing, so I'll show you that. So you saw how they cinch down and they're more laced than they were before. So here's the other shoe, completely unlaced. So as you can see, there's a clear difference that these ones are laced and these ones aren't. And then when you want to unlace them, you just hit the unlace button. So as you can see, it unlaces. And then one of the cool features about this is if you hold the unlace button down long enough, it just auto unlaces to fully unlace. So I'll fully lace them up just so you can see them, how they work, and it just automatically unlaces them. So they're pretty much fully laced, and now I'm gonna hit the unlace button, hold it down just so you can see how they auto unlace. So you hold it down, and then it makes a different noise as you could hear, and then it just fully unlaces them. Once they're fully unlaced, you can just like spread them out and take them off. So that's pretty much how they work. Nike made it really easy to use, which I think is really cool. It's nice that they're not really complicated. Pretty much anybody can use these. And I did have to read the manual on how to like set which tightness I wanted, but I'll link the manual down below in case you want to see that. So now I'm going to throw them on just so you can see what they look like on feet. So let's get right into it. So now that I showed you how they work, I'm going to throw them on feet just so you can see them self-lace, and I'll tell you how they fit and how they feel and just give my overall thoughts on them. So let's get right into it. Alright, so overall the Nike HyperAdapt is kind of comfortable, but definitely not a shoe you want to do a long day of walking in, or if you're going to walk a bunch in the day, definitely don't wear these. Your feet will probably be hurting by the end just because they only have a Phylon midsole, so that's all the cushioning, and it's really not that much, so cushioning could be better. That's one of the things I wish they did. And then another thing, if you have wide feet, definitely try to go up at least a full size or a half size. These things run super narrow, and I wear a size 13 and I ended up having to go true to size because I didn't know they ran so narrow before, and they're pretty narrow, but they're not like too narrow to where they hurt my feet, but maybe after a while they may. I haven't worn them for like more than 5 minutes at a time, so definitely will have to try that out and see if they actually hurt my feet. But if you can get a bigger size, definitely do that if you have wide feet. I just wish these were a little wider. I don't know why they're so narrow. I think this would have been a really nice shoe if they just upgraded the cushion and made them a little bit wider so more people could wear them. But overall, still a really sick shoe in my opinion. Really nice concept. Just the retail was so high, so a lot of people probably didn't want these. And hopefully for the Nike HyperAdapt 2.0s, we'll see if they ever make those. Hopefully they improve on that. And I think this could be a really nice shoe, especially if the price point's more affordable than $700. But that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like on this video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.